If you have an Instapot, then you need to stay tuned. We're going to be making our own homemade Greek yogurt. You're never gonna buy the other stuff again. Hi, Certified Nutrition Coach Samantha Souza here, and I teach people how to end the cycle of yo-yo dieting for good. And today I'm going to be teaching you how I make homemade yogurt. You can do high protein, low fat, high fat, keto yogurt. It all just depends on the type of milk you use and your methodology with that. But what I do include in this video is the macronutrient breakdown of when you make this yogurt, which I haven't really seen. So if you want to make keto yogurt, I'll tell you how to do that. If you want to do a more like lower fat yogurt, but not non-fat, because fat is healthy, y'all, so don't be afraid of fat. But I do have another version that I'll give the macronutrient breakdown. Before we get started, make sure you like this video, subscribe. It really helps my channel out. Comment down below other recipes or things that you would be interested in. If you like Instapot recipes, I have one for ribs that takes them from frozen to on the table in under an hour. That one is an absolute game changer. It makes last minute rib desires possible. So check that video out. All right, enough jibber jabbering. Let's get into the video.
Okay, so these are the items we're going to be using today, making a keto version of this yogurt. It needs to be Fairlife to have these same macros. So you're going to use the whole ultra filtered milk. This is higher protein, lower carb milk. And then I'm also using the 5% whey. You can go ahead and pick out Chobani. You can do non-fat if you want. It really doesn't matter. You just want to get one of these tiny guys and pour 2 gallons of milk into the Instant Pot. It's pretty easy. If you were to be making a lower fat version of this, then you would use obviously the lower fat or non-fat milk. It'll work exactly the same. So what you want to do is per gallon of milk, you want to add 2 tablespoons of your yogurt. It needs to be the kind of yogurt that has the bacterial cultures on the side. It really needs to be something like whey or Chobani when in doubt. When you're using 2 gallons, I tend to just put the entire thing, if it's a small one, in there, and you want to make sure that you're going to mix it up really, really well. These cultures, when heated low and slow, are going to turn the rest of this milk into yogurt. So really you're just using that tiny yogurt to get the cultures. Now, not all Instant Pots are the same. Not all of them have the yogurt setting, but if you do, honestly, you just push the button, and then you can do 8 to 9 hours. You can do 10 hours. It really doesn't matter. And then eventually when it's done, it'll say yogurt. If you don't have the yogurt setting, you can go ahead and just press poultry for about the same amount of time, and it should work exactly the same. Once it's done, you can see it's going to turn into curds, and then a little bit of whey is going to be the result. Now, the whey is what holds the carbs. So if you're here looking to make, keto yogurt, then you're going to be draining the whey out of the yogurt, and that's what's going to make it lower carb. You can do this again if you're just doing high protein yogurt. Taking some of the carbohydrate out is going to help you macronutrient wise anyway. So take a very thin tea towel. You can also use cheesecloth. I just like using a tea towel, and start scooping your curds into the tea towel. Per cup of whey, there are 13 grams of carbs. So when you drain that out, for every cup of whey, that's 13 less grams of carbs. So it's very easy to get a almost near carb-free yogurt, which normally there's about 5 to 7 grams of carbs per cup of unsweetened yogurt. So this is great. So what I do is I just hang it from an apparatus. Here I'm doing it in my sink, and you can see the carbs from the whey literally just draining out. What we're looking for is 6 cups of whey at minimum. In my experience, when doing a lower fat milk, you tend to get more whey. I just made another batch with 2% milk, and it yielded 8 cups of whey. Whereas when I typically do whole milk, then I usually get around 6 to 7 cups. So it really just depends. But the macronutrients that are going to be in the description box below are assuming that you get 6 cups of whey and 8 cups if you're doing non-fat. I'll have both versions. And then once you do that for a few hours, this is what you're left with. It's super thick, super delicious, and honestly couldn't be easier. No fillers, nothing, just milk and cultures and enzymes. And then I just have a whole batch, and it's absolutely delicious. Again, the calories and macros will be listed in the description box.
I hope you enjoyed this really easy, simple recipe. It does have a couple of steps, but I promise you it's so worth it. And the cost for the quality is so much better, and you don't have to worry about weird gums and fillers that can be in a lot of yogurts, which make them not as healthy or nutritious for you. So take out that Instapot and get going. It's super easy. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted to when there are more videos up here on my channel. All right, I'm gonna go eat some of my yogurt. See you later.